Hi, I'm Angelica and today I'm going to tell you about the upcoming Age of Empires 4 big tournament Golden League 2, which starts very soon. In short, 64 of the best players in the world for 2 months in a very interesting format will fight for the title of the best and a prize pool of $70,000. But let's take a closer look and talk more about formats, players, map and other. For more clarity, I divided the tournament into 5 parts. Upcoming 2 rounds of qualification, 3 rounds of the main tournament and of course the final. So let's start with Qualifier, which will be held on February 11 and 12. All registered participants will have to compete for the top 24. This is the number of players that goes into the main part of the tournament from each qualification. Thus we get 24 players from the first qualifier, 24 players from the second day of qualifier, and plus 16 invited participants according to the result of the ATR rating. But we will talk about them later. Format: single elimination bracket. That means you have no second chance. Lose a series, you fly out. Best of 3 and best of 5 games. And here's the list of maps for the qualifiers. Looking ahead, I will say that these maps will be used in all rounds of the main event, but will be supplemented with new ones. Can say there are 3 standard, 3 not very standard and 3 completely new maps. So let's take a look at them. First, Dry River. The map is very similar to Dry Arabia, but has 6 small lakes with some fish. And I think this will be enough for Doug. Everything else is standard. Resources, relics, free secret site, all as usual. Second map name is Rocky Canyon. The map is canyon in which, you won't believe it, there is stone. But at the same time there is no big stone. There are also 4 even smaller lakes on the map. Overall, the landscape is quite interesting. High ground maps always look spectacular. And third map is Canal. Here we have a really cozy location of the base with all the resources of the first meet. About the resources on the map, everything is pretty standard. But the map has 2 features. The first is the 4th secret site, which is quite rare in tournaments. The second is a streamline, which you can swim from your base to the enemy. So I'm looking forward to watching the games on the new maps. Sure, it will be interesting. Let's get back to the ATR rating and the players who have already been invited. Now it's look like this. But if someone from the top 16 for some reason doesn't take part in the tournament, then his place will go to the next participant in the list. Now let's talk about round 1, which will be held on February 18 to 26. Here the most interesting things begins. First of all, it's a double elimination bracket, which means that the losers will have a second chance. Even more intrigue, unpredictable best-of-1 elimination game, rematches and many game series. A lot of series, just an abundance of matches. Namely 116 game series in 4 game days. I'm afraid to even imagine how many games it is. And this is waiting for us in all 3 rounds. And now let's talk about how they will differ. And this is even more interesting. First round name: Wars of No Stone Age. No stone walls, no keeps, no stone towers. Outpost are allowed and keep like landmark are allowed too. What does it mean? More aggression, I think? But I asked several people who are not unknown to us to give their opinion about these rules and how this will affect the game.
A lot of bombards towers as well as a lot of cavalry units overall.
Attacker is expected to be favored relative to the defender. Therefore, players with high effective APM are likely to perform better due to their ability to simultaneously attack in multiple sections on the map.
I think many horsemen and knight make win game.
We should be seeing more aggressive style and riding when games get to Castle Imperial. I think this mode will be much more fun both to watch and play.
It will give a more dynamic late game and it will be very hard to secure advanced position. It will also make Beastie cry.
Round 1 map pool. 9 main maps, plus no to all Hill and Dale, and not very popular Woodwall. At the end of the round, all 64 participants receive points dependent on the place taken, points which will accumulate throughout the tournament, and determine which 4 players will qualify for the grand final. Round 2, Fast Start Frenzy, will also be held on the weekend from 3 to 12 March. The format of the game here is the same, double elimination bracket, 64 participants, and now with stone walls, castle and stone towers. But the main feature is, you start the game with 12 workers instead of usual 6. This is a completely different competitive Age of Empires 4. I'm sure there will be many surprises waiting for us here. Unexpected opening, maybe early and large-scale aggression in the feudal, and I'm sure a lot of things that opponent will not expect from each other. And this is exactly why we love Age of Empires 4 so much. But let's listen a few thoughts from those who will have to play it.
We will definitely see early fights and towers. Also some civs can reach the castle age super quick and surprise the opponent.
Everyone will most likely castle rush into knights with every civ. We won't see dealing much, I think.
Early game cheeses like the MAA rush from English won't be as strong, same as Ottoman military school I'd imagine. And maybe Mongol tower stuff just won't be a thing. Could instead be a lot of Mangudai Age 2 stuff, but I'm excited.
I think KTS just gonna remove the first 2 minutes of the game plus give a small nerf to Delhi English and a massive nerf to Mongol.
Maybe we see few unique builds, but for the most part I just expect things to go faster.
Round 2, Map Pool. 9 main maps plus Kaosan and Wetlands. Round 3, Off-Meta Combat. Dates March 18, 19 and 25-26. The rules and format here, everything is normal, but there is restriction on the choice of thieves. The 4 best civilizations for each map will be banned. The banned civilization will change from map to map. But there's no standard ban before the game except these 4. I think this might be inconvenience to someone, and hear what the players think about it.
Many pro player do many misplay, I think will be fun.
This rule set is going to be more difficult for unexperienced players, I think, although even the best players can't prepare for all the matchups and maps.
I think off-meta civs are always fun. Some people are very good at the best civs for the best maps for them, but when it comes to working with the best of the rest, I think it's just chaos, which absolutely is great for games.
Round 3 Map Pool. 9 main maps plus Mediterranean and mountain clearing. And finally, Grand Final, where only 4 people will get. On April 1, semi-final will be held in the best of 7 format. Then the best of 3 match for 3rd place. And the final, in best of 9 on April 2. There are no surprises in the format and rules. Everything as usual, just a battle of the best of the best. Well, will Marine Lord be able to defend his title again? Or maybe someone be able to stop him? Will this tournament show for us new name of talented players or maybe new strategy? Who knows? But I know for sure, this tournament will be awesome and very interesting. Thank you so much for watching this video, I hope you like it. Cheer for your favorites, take care of yourself and bye!